You tried to stay off the radar. You really did. Maybe you were not even trying that hard. You just wanted to exist quietly, blend in, take up less space. But something shifted. Something inside you woke up, and now you can't turn it off. The energy you are carrying right now is doing something to people that you probably don't fully understand yet. And honestly, it's kind of wild to watch from the outside. Because the people around you, they are noticing. And not in a subtle way, not in some, oh, that person seems nice, kind of noticing. We're talking about the kind of attention that makes people nervous, that makes them change how they act, that makes them remember conversations with you 3 weeks later, like it happened yesterday. Here is what's happening. And this is the part people don't talk about openly. When you walk into a room right now, something shifts in the energy. You are glowing. You are glowing not in some super spiritual way, but in that very real, very human way where people can feel that you are comfortable. Yeah, really comfortable in your own skin. You stopped performing. You stopped trying to be small. You stopped dimming yourself down to make other people feel bad about their own insecurities. And suddenly, you are magnetic, literally magnetic. And the people around you are having a full nervous breakdown about it because they were not prepared for this version of you. Think about what attraction really is. It's not what Instagram tells you or sells you. It's not about having the perfect face or the right clothes or following some formula that some algorithm decided was appealing. Real attraction, the kind that actually matters, the kind that lasts longer than 5 minutes, is about presence, is about energy. It's about the feeling someone gets when they're around you. And right now, you are giving off a feeling that people are absolutely obsessed with, even if they don't have the words to describe it. The weird part, most of the time, the people who are the most attractive don't actually know it. They are walking around thinking nobody notices them, going about their day, living their life, while multiple people are internally freaking out about them. Multiple people are replaying conversations in their heads. Multiple people are fixing their posture when they see you walk by. Multiple people are suddenly forgetting how to act normal because your presence is doing something to them that they can't quite explain. And the thing that makes this so interesting is that the most magnetic people, the ones everybody remembers, the ones people think about at random moment, they usually have absolutely no idea what they are giving off. They are just being themselves. They are just existing. They are just comfortable. And somehow that's the most attractive thing anyone can be. Because in a world where everybody's trying so hard, where everybody's curating and performing and pretending online, when you meet someone who's actually real, who's actually present, who's actually comfortable, really comfortable in their own skin, that stands out immediately. So let's talk about what's actually happening right now that you might be missing. Because there are some serious, clear signs that you are way more attractive than you think. And honestly, once you start recognizing them, you are going to look back at all these moments and feel a little embarrassed, I want to say, that you don't see it sooner. The first thing that's happening is that people are staring at you. And I don't mean in a creepy way. I mean in that very specific way where they can't help themselves. You will catch someone looking at you, and the second your eyes meet theirs, they instantly look away, like they just got caught doing something they shouldn't. It's immediate. It's reflexive. And if you are the type who overthinks, you probably start wondering if there is something on your face, like you spilling something on your shirt, or your hair looks crazy, or you're having a bad skin today. But that's not what's happening. What's actually happening is that your presence pulled their attention without them even realizing it. They were not trying to stare at you. They just couldn't help it. Your energy interrupted their thoughts for a second. See, attractive energy doesn't always scream. Sometimes it's quiet. Sometimes it's the calmest person in the room, the one not desperately trying to prove something, the one not begging for validation, the one not performing for an audience. That person stands out immediately, especially in a world where everybody is trying so hard to be noticed. Everybody's competing for attention. Everyone wants to be seen. So when someone walks in with relaxed energy, with real confidence, with genuine comfort in themselves, it's like they are operating on a different frequency than everyone else. People feel that. Yeah, people feel that, and they respond to it. And here is where it gets really interesting. When someone catches your presence like that, when they have that moment where they are noticing you without meaning to, there is something deeper happening in their psychology. Your energy is awakening something in them. Maybe it's reminding them of confidence they wish they had but don't feel. Maybe it's reflecting back at them a piece they've been missing. Maybe it's showing them a warmth that they have been craving but haven't found. And suddenly they can't stop looking. But because we are all kind of awkward creatures, or all are, the second you notice them noticing you, they look at the ceiling, the wall, their phone, their air, literally anywhere except you. It's actually adorable when you notice the pattern. And if you are paying attention, you will start seeing that certain people always seem to be watching when you laugh. Or you will notice that somebody acts completely normal around everyone else, but something shifts when you you are in the room, the energy changes. Their voice even changes sometimes. Have you noticed that? Where someone suddenly speaks softer around you, or fixes their clothes, or checks their hair. That's not accidental, that's energy, that's you affecting them. But here is something really important that I want you to understand. The most attractive people, the ones who are genuinely magnetic, they don't become arrogant about it. They stay grounded. They don't walk around thinking they are better than everybody. They are not using their attractiveness as a weapon. They are just existing. And that's exactly why they are so attractive. Real attraction feels warm. It feels safe. It feels inviting. It doesn't feel performative or calculated. That's why some people with completely average looks become absolutely unforgettable, while some people who are conventional perfect feel emotionally empty after 5 minutes. Have you noticed that? I think you did. The presence matters. The feeling matters. The energy matters. Now, here's the second sign that you are way more attractive than you realize. People are remembering tiny details about you that you didn't even think you were important enough to remember yourself. And this one is honestly dangerous. Because when people start remembering random little things about you, you might brush it off like they are just being nice. But that's not what's happening. People don't remember details unless something about you emotionally stayed in their mind. That's just human nature. Think about it for a second. Someone remembers the exact drink you ordered one time six weeks ago. Someone remembers a random joke you made 3 months back and brings it up unexpectedly. Someone remembers the song you mentioned in passing. Someone knows your favorite color. Someone remembers the specific way you laughed at something stupid and ridiculous. And meanwhile, you forgot. You even said any of it. But they didn't. And that tells you something really important. It means your presence landed emotionally. It means you made an impression that stuck. When people are drawn to you, they study you naturally. They become curious about you. Curiosity is incredibly powerful. And this is why people secretly replay conversations with you in their heads, especially people who are emotionally intelligent enough to recognize when something meaningful happened. You ever leave a conversation and realize hours later that you are still thinking about them? You catch yourself replaying what they said, what they did, how they made you feel. That doesn't happen for random reasons. That happens because something about them left an impact. And here is the thing that most people miss. Sometimes the things people remember about you are not even about your appearance. They remember your energy more than your face. And that's why you will hear people say things like, I don't know what it is about them. That sentence right there, that's powerful. Because when attraction goes deeper than looks, it becomes mysterious. It becomes something they can't quite put into words. It becomes a feeling, a vibe, an emotional recognition. And honestly, the older you get, the more valuable that becomes. Because beauty alone is predictable. But emotional connection, that stays powerful forever. Forever. That's why some people become more attractive as they age. Their presence gets richer, it gets calmer, it gets deeper, it gets more authentic. And people feel that shift immediately. So, if you're noticing that people constantly remember random little things about you, don't ignore that. It's not coincidence. Your presence affecting people in ways they are way more significant than you realize. The third sign is something that surprises people when they really start paying attention to it. People are opening up to you very fast, like uncomfortably fast sometimes. People are telling you things that they don't normally tell anyone. Deep things, personal things, vulnerable things, things they usually keep locked away because they have learned that the world isn't always a safe place, to be honest. And after they tell you their whole life story in like 12 minutes, they sit there looking confused like, why did I just tell you all of that? And the answer is simple. Your energy feels emotional safe. And emotional safety is one of the most attractive things that exists. It's actually more powerful than physical attraction in a lot of ways, because people are starving for it, especially right now. Everybody's pretending, everybody's guarded, everybody's performing online. So when someone meets a person who feels real, who feels genuine, who feels like they don't have to keep their mask up, they relax immediately. Their whole nervous system shifts, body relaxes. There is something about certain people that makes everyone else's defenses just natural fall away. You know people like that, right? The one who make you feel like you can be yourself. The ones who make you feel like you don't have to pretend. The ones who make you feel like it's actually safe to be honest about what you're feeling and thinking. And thinking, of course. That's magnetic. That's attractive in a way that goes way deeper than surface level. And you will notice this pattern if you start paying attention. Strangers randomly talking to you about their problems, people confessing things to you unexpectedly, friends calling you during emotional moments because they know that you will actually listen, that you will actually care, that you will make them feel heard, really heard, because you listen. People saying things like, I don't know why I'm telling you this, but... And the truth is, There is definitely a reason. Your energy lowers people's defenses. It makes them feel safe. And that kind of attraction lasts way longer than appearance ever could. Because humans remember how safe they felt around you. They remember how you made them feel. They remember the feeling of being understood. Understood. And can we talk about something for a second? Some of you watching this are attractive because you actually listen. And that sounds simple, but it is rare now. Most people don't listen. They are just waiting for their turn to speak. They are just thinking about what they are going to say next. They are not really present, but when someone feels genuinely heard by you, when someone feels like you are actually paying attention to them, when someone feels like they matter to you, that creates emotional magnetism. And that's beautiful, really beautiful. That's why some people become emotionally obsessed with certain conversations, certain people, because those conversations make them feel alive again. This doesn't necessarily mean that everyone who opens up to you is romantically interested in you, but it absolutely means that your energy has emotional pull. People trust what feels safe. People move forward. People move toward warmth. That's human nature. And if this keeps happening in your life over and over again, that's not coincidence. That's presence. That's emotional attractiveness. That's something that goes way deeper than physical appearance. And here is the fourth sign, and honestly, this is the biggest one. People are literally acting different around you. Attraction changes behavior, always. Sometimes it's subtle, sometimes it's dramatic, but once you start noticing this, you can't unsee it. People become more animated around you, animated. And they become more nervous, they become more playful, they become more careful with their words, or sometimes they become weirdly quiet, especially if they secretly admire you and they are not sure how to handle those feelings. What's hilarious is that some people become extra funny around attractive people. Suddenly they turn into comedians. They are trying to make you laugh. They're trying to impress you. Even jokes that don't make sense, they are still throwing them out because they are nervous and they don't know what else to do with their energy. Other people become awkward. They start dropping things, they forget words, they act like a robot. And the attractive person usually has absolutely no clue what's happening. They are just standing there peacefully while someone else's nervous system is doing gymnastics, attraction activities, unconscious behavior. It makes people reveal hidden parts of themselves. That's why one person can walk into a room and completely change the atmosphere. You ever notice how some people suddenly become kinder around you, or more respectful, or strangely competitive? Yeah. Attraction affects the ego. Some people admire you, some people compare themselves to you, some people desperately want your attention, some people want your approval. And this is actually why attractive people sometimes, how should I say that? Sometimes is actually people sometimes experience random jealousy without understanding why. Your presence triggers insecurity in certain people, not because you did anything wrong, but because confidence and comfort can be confronting. It reflects back at people as the things they are avoiding in themselves. And this is important to understand. Not everybody is going to react positively to attractive energy. Some people will love it. Some people will envy it. Some people will feel intimidated by it. That's just human psychology. That's just how people work. They project their own stuff onto you. But here's the beautiful part. Once you stop needing universal approval, once you stop trying to make everyone like you, once you get comfortable with the fact that some people will not vibe with you, and that's okay, that's when you become even more magnetic. Because desperation disappears, and nothing kills attraction faster than desperation. But comfort, authenticity, emotional calm, that's pull people in naturally. See, the most attractive people usually don't fully see themselves. Because you live inside your own mind every single day. You normalize your smile, your voice, your presence. You think it's just normal. You don't think about it at all. But meanwhile, somebody else is experiencing you as completely unforgettable. That's powerful to think about. Somebody right now remembers a conversation with you. Somebody's replaying something you said in their head. Somebody smiled because because of your energy, and you don't even know it. Somebody's thinking about you when you're not in the room. That's really everything. That's the crazy part that most people never realize. And here is what I want you to really understand. Being attractive isn't about becoming perfect. No. Forget perfection. Perfection is boring. Real attraction is being deeply comfortable in your own skin. It's authenticity. It's warmth. It's presence. It's energy. It's emotional honesty. That's what people crave now. Not performative, not trying too hard, not pretending to be something you are not. Just you, being you, comfortable with who you are. Maybe that's why the most attractive souls don't even realize their own power, because real magnetism feels natural, not forced. It doesn't feel like something you are doing. It feels like something you are being. And that's the most powerful thing there is. So if you saw yourself in these signs today, if you recognized yourself in what I just described, then I want you to stop underestimating yourself. Seriously, I'm begging you. Some of you are walking around carrying beautiful energy while you are convincing yourself that you are invisible. You are telling yourself that nobody notices you. You are telling yourself that you are not that attractive. You are telling yourself a story that isn't true. But you are not invisible. People notice way more than you think. Your presence is affecting people. Your energy is changing rooms. Your existence is mattering to people in ways you don't fully understand yet. The glow you are carrying right now, the comfort you found in yourself, the authenticity you are bringing into the world, that's the most attractive thing anybody can have. And people are noticing. They are obsessed. They can't ignore you. And maybe it's time you started believing that about yourself too.